Hi, my name's Rochelle.
I'm Steph.
I'm Emily.
And our topic today that we're going to be talking to you guys about is multiplication and division.
Hi, my name's Steph and this is Emily, and our unit is multiplication and division. Today I'll be demonstrating a game called Multiplication Bingo. So this game is based from year level 2 and onwards, and this is an activity for students to get to interact with their prior knowledge of multiplication and interpret this into a fast-paced game. So the activity I'll be demonstrating now is for year 5 and 6, and the game is the same as bingo pretty much, but instead of the numbers being in each square, there are different timetabled sums. So the teacher will call out a different number each time, and the student needs to look on their grid and work out which two numbers are multiplied each other to the answer that the teacher called out. Once the student has discovered the correct sum, they'll place their counter on the correct square, and the first person to get 5 counters in a row calls out bingo and wins. Now Emily and I will be showing you a bit of the game, and Rochelle over here will be calling out the numbers as the teacher would.
80.
80. So as she said 80 over there, 8 times 10 equals 80, so the counter would go there. And that's how everyone would play and try and work out the sums.
60. 27. 80. 60. 40. 70. 30.
Bingo! So as you see, I got 5 in a row, so that means I won the game. So this activity can be modelled and changed depending on each year level. So for an example of this would be to make the bingo grids larger, so having more columns and rows, and also having higher sums to get the students thinking. And this would also be a great game for group work, so doing different grids for each groups, and depending on the level of each student is, depending on how hard the grid they receive. Yeah. So the student prior knowledge would be that in previous years multiplication would have been taught, so hopefully students understand the timetables. Otherwise the game might be a longer and a bit challenging for the students that don't understand it. So being able to multiply in a student's head would probably be the easiest way for them to work out the multiplication sum, which will make it also a speedy and quick game. And depending on each student's level of the knowledge, this activity can be modified, once I said before, to accommodate each student and their capabilities. According to Booker, students use different methods based on counting or repetitive addition when strategies aren't taught. So therefore, this activity is a great way to get the students out of that thinking strategy and not to think of repetitive addition, such as 2 times 3 is 2 plus 2 plus 2. So they've sort of forced to actually work out the timetable properly. This activity is also a fun way of getting the students to practice their multiplication and get them to think quick. So this connects to Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, which falls under the intelligence of logical and mathematical. So students that have the capacity to analyse problems logically and able to detect patterns will be able to carry out our mathematical operations, which shows high logical mathematical intelligence in that student. So overall, according to my research, it shows that this activity is a great way for students to improve on their multiplication skills.